They
No, but
usually.
I'm saying there's a good possibility they'll legislate this to be mandatory for
Oh,
at least
this
for
new,
school
the
age
new
kids.
virus.
Yeah, for
Oh
school age
yeah,
kids.
nah,
I mean, it
nah.
definitely.
I don't think we're gonna be opting into that program.
What if it's no? What if it's not a if it's not voluntary? Is it gonna be Hotep Jesus homeschool?
I don't know, cause the school my kids go to is Hotep, so they probably gonna be on some. Nah, we ain't with that shit.
Oh, you got a Hotep school?
Yeah, I sent my kids to where the privileged kids go to school.
You did say you invest in your kids.
Yeah, I invest in my kids, man. My kids go to a very different type of school. Where yeah, they got some good programs in my school, but I put my kids where ain't no games played with their kids. So I know my kids is good. My kids go to a school where white people are a minority,
Okay.
and black people are too. That's it.
Is this is it Asian?
Yeah, it's a lot of Asians and a lot of Asian persuasions.
A lot of
Yes, yes, yes.
Indians?
Yeah, yeah, Africans heavy. Yes, it's different.
Now I'm gonna definitely probably have to chop it up with you about schools later on if I end up staying in Jersey. I ain't even gonna hold you, yo. Honestly, I think I'm dipping out of this area soon. I don't like not. I'm saying soon, like within like a year or two type shit, not like next week or something. But dog,
That's
I
your
don't think I
best
could
bet.
do it out here no more, son.
That's your best bet. Get the fuck out of here. Jersey's a trap.
Yeah, Jersey, I can't. This shit, I don't think I could do it out here, son.
That's just a trap. It's like L.A. without the Hollywood. You know what I mean? L.A. without the life.
I mean, I never been to LA, but I doubt Jersey's like LA.
Yeah.
This shit is trash, son. I really and yo, I'm gonna keep it 100, man. People don't realize there's a lot of Asians in Jersey too, and Indian people as well. Yo, son, these niggas is more racist than white people, dog.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Son,
I can't
dog.
tell you like how
When
many
I'm out
times
here
I've
in
had it out.
wait, say that again.
We almost had a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm coaching my kids' soccer team, and one of them is coaching the we got two teams,
Uh huh.
right? So I'm coaching one team, he coaching the other team, and my team whooping their ass, so he frustrated. So one of the kids threw the ball in, but he threw the ball in wrong. And I'm like, yo, who training these kids? They can't throw the ball in. It's supposed to be travel. So he said, what? I was like, you heard what I said? Who trained these kids? So then something happened. My team started heading towards the goal. So I'm following the play like, yeah. He's still going off in my ear. I'm like, yo, chill is dead. Like, chill is dead. We about to score. Chill is dead. Boom, my team scored. Now he really mad. So then the other coach had to cut the kid. He blew the whistle. He had to come over and calm him down. I'm like, yo, why is he in my face? I'm trying to
And you know what the crazy thing is? If you reacted,
but that's one of them. That's how they be acting. Like how dare you, Blackie, talk to me like that?
and how dare you beat me? Like you're not
Yeah.
supposed to win.
Yeah,
And you know what the bugged out shit is? If you react, then you the bad guy.
correct.
Yo,
I've been playing this game for far too long, so I know how to, I know how to get these niggas. But I kept my calm. I just said a little slick little comment. I was like, you heard what I said? Like, it's like I ain't stuttered. Like,
yo, so
like how like somebody like challenge you as if you gonna take back what you said. Like, no, I'm not taking back what I said.
yeah,
You
nigga, I heard what I said, nigga.
Like,
Yo, son, on that note, son, I'm gonna say this thing because there's a big push towards like everyone should be feeling bad about the xenophobia that's happening to like Chinese people.
oh, but the Chinese people is kicking our ass in China.
Son,
locking
that's
us-
why,
locking
that's why I'm
Africans
like, I
out.
don't even give a fuck, son, nigga. I'm like, nigga, fuck it, whatever. I'm not, I believe in karma, so I'm not putting nothing out there. Like, I don't fuck with no Chinese niggas. Like, I don't do nothing to them. But if they getting xenophobia from niggas in the streets, like, I ain't going to Chinese stores. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if they were open, when they do open, when shit come back, I'm not going back there and shit like that. I'm gonna try my best not to patronize any Chinese establishments. Cause I know how they feel about me. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not hurt. I'm not looking for no apologies. I'm not looking for no for nothing from them. But you definitely got to start. Black people definitely got to start taking a conscious effort towards how Chinese people treat black people. I mean, however they feel is however they feel, but to like how they actually actively treat black people, whether it's in their homeland or domestically here in America, like, and we constantly patronize their businesses, whether you're talking about beauty supplies, food, you name it. We definitely got to take some sort of stand. Like, this shit is out of control.
I mean, absolutely, absolutely, we do. Because Mr. Chen gonna put his kids in a primary white institution off the hood. The hood gonna put his kids through college. The hood won't go to college, but they're gonna put Mr. Chen kids through college. Buying them egg rolls, General Tso's, beef with broccoli, pepper steak, you know,
Yo, dog,
wings, French fries, whatever you getting from Mr. Chen.
What's
But yeah, that shit
crazy?
need to be boycotted.
You know what's crazy? I forgot it was a Spanish congresswoman, a senator. I forgot. It's a Spanish congresswoman. I forgot her name. I think she's assembly. She's in I mean, not assembly, in the House or whatever. But she's definitely from New York, I believe. But she was co-sponsoring a bill. This was before the actual bailout. Even the whole unemployment $600 stimulus was worked out, and this was before like the small business loans, any of this bailout package that just came out was even worked up. They had introduced a bill to provide emergency funding for Asian American businesses affected by coronavirus, and it was like a Hispanic congresswoman too. I forgot her name. I'm gonna find out, but I'm like, yo, that shit is crazy to fucking like go hard for their businesses affected by coronaviruses. Like, how many events have happened that we could easily point out to the black community being affected specifically by whatever fucking policy, whether you want to talk about the housing crash, like we were disproportionately affected by so many things. And this type of legislation was never even brought on the table. Like, dudes are actually crafting legislation specifically for one racial demographic.
I mean, in order to understand that bill, you gotta watch Ozark. You gotta watch all 3 seasons of Ozark, because that shit ain't nothing but a slush fund.
I saw all three.
And you either in the slush fund or you not. It's just that the representatives for the black delegation have been crying about other things, and we don't know how to get what we need to get from the system that's in place. Our leadership has failed us, and we continue to support the wrong leadership. We gave Sean King a Black Entertainment TV award. He got a BET award. How Sean King get a BET award? He not even black.
What did he get What did he get an award for?
I don't give a fuck what it was for. He got one. I think it was like Activist of the Year or some shit like that.
That shit is the fact that I don't know how that nigga scam been running.
Look at your leadership. You got to say, well, for example, take a look at the magazines. Let's start there. Let's just take a look at all the black magazines over from 2018 to 2019. Essence, Ebony, pull them all out. And look at the people on the cover. This is our leadership that we got to go for. All right? Black Enterprise magazine. Pull it all out. That's our leadership. So when we look in the bill and we don't see nothing for us, we got to look at who we've been propping up and say, well, maybe we need to start swapping out some delegates here, because some of these people ain't pulling a load for the people.
I feel like that's.
I think a lot of them.
Everybody.
I think 80% of them are incapable of leadership. People that fall into leadership and iconic roles in the black community are incapable of leadership and incapable of even understanding the dilemma of the world's problems, the nation's problems, let alone the black problem, which is you know, a side effect of a current problem. We are a side effect of a current problem.
Son, this shit is so fucked, though. Cause dog, ain't nobody gonna ride for us, dog. None of these niggas got a spine. So none of these quote unquote black politicians in power got a spine.
No, no,
You can't even hold niggas accountable. You can't
because
even
that's
hold
what
a
you're
nigga.
allowed to do.
You can't even
That's
hold
all
a
the
nigga
system will
accountable.
allow you to do.
This shit is pretty ending off on a pretty depressing note. So the moral
That's
of the
not
story.
depressing.
The moral of the story is to stack your chips and move to Africa.
No, I think niggas need to be more serious. Like when you look at, for example, we look at a gentleman that creates this thing called Options Gang, and he takes a demographic of people who allegedly have no financial literacy and teaches them how to place bets on the market. It makes some big fucking gains. And not only that, he creates a business model out of that, right? Now, here's somebody who should be heralded as a leader in the black community. But no, you know what they do? They're going to run behind some fool with an e-commerce drop ship store and swear he's the king.
I don't even know who you talking about.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, because people just, or they're going to run behind somebody with an OnlyFans account and swear, like, you know, that's God level, that's God tier. Or behind some rapper and say that's God tier. When you got somebody who's providing a real educational service to the community, something that has some standing power, some staying power, some longevity, you know, I think it's way more valuable to the community. It's way more nourishing. You know, when you're talking about drop shipping, you're just telling people, all you do is putting a markup on Chinese products and selling it to the people. You scamming.
What are them niggas doing? What are them niggas doing right now in Corona? Drop shipping niggas. Are they still getting business? How does that work?
Well, some of them have moved to American distributors, and some of them are still doing really well. You know, especially the ones that moved to American distributors. But you know, the supply lines have been affected, but for the most part, some of them have been stabilized.
But you know what's crazy though, in regard to what you said. I feel what you said, but you know what? I'm actually glad it's like that in terms of like a person like me or whatever doesn't have that spotlight, because the way this shit's set up now, especially when you're when the black community wants to hold you in high regard for something. That's when niggas start with all the fucking with the expectations, and I don't even want to say expectations. It's like niggas have a whole list of like shit that you're supposed to co-sign and agree with, and the moment you deviate off of one of two of those checkpoints, like, oh, this nigga's
I see what you're saying.
He's no good. You know what I'm saying?
Point.
It's like once
saying that.
What happened?
Our values are screwed up.
Facts.
That's really what I'm saying. Because if our values changed, you know, there's a dozen Carls that do what you do. You know, if we wanted to, you know, expand it beyond just finance, right? But it's our values. What we value is screwed up. If we value finance, all of our leaders would be different. If we value family, all of our leadership would change. Our music would sound different. You know, what we value is definitely reflected in our music. But, you know, our overall consciousness is so low that we're not even capable of choosing good leadership. You know, yeah, it's not possible. You know, you
part of me, you know what's crazy? Part of me, like I told dudes before, and I say it all the time. I'm like, yo, real talk, I don't really think black people will ever get it together until, like, I feel like a significant part of the success that a lot of Jewish people have is specifically because they have a religion that addresses money in terms of how to go about dealing with money in terms of being a productive member of society and becoming like a producer to generate money. It also teaches them how to deal with money. So